Alright, so we've got new tower trials. We're going to try and run through all of the floors here for, 31 up to 40 on the normal difficulty. So let's just jump into it because we're going to be here for a while. We have 40 floors to cover here, so let's just jump into it. I will say some of them look very, very challenging. 35 looks toxic. Grants a barrier that prevents 6 instances of damage against monsters every 8 seconds. This is Gilfrost's ultimate, but 6 times on the whole team. Yeah, you want to bring a lot of AoE characters. So let's start off with the red team. You want to bring 4 yellow characters, but of course we want to lean more in towards, our big AoE damage dealers. So, Escadon, Monspeed King, big AoEs as well. If you don't have Merlin, what I would probably do is bring Arthur instead, because then you can at least buff up Deanne and Gilfrost, right? Gilfrost can be a little bit of an MVP, I think, with when you see the damage, but he just does a lot as well. Goldford does a lot as well. When it comes to AoE damage dealers, what you can bring is, I think Gustav's the only good one for like AoE light types. But other than that though, you can still bring a lot of good AoE characters like, Derriere you can bring, should be really good though, but I don't want to use it for everything. And then also bring like Kane, you can bring Vivian, you can bring maybe even a better tank. We'll only bring Deanne now because she's type advantage. Why not? Because like I say, we'll be here for a while. And also, you can see right there, that is my ultimate order. Even though I didn't show it. We buff up with all the AoE characters first. And it should be very, very easy here. Because we are obviously a lot more ahead. Normal stages are... Oh, I was wondering why it took so long. That was Immortal Deanne. Obviously, I think the biggest thing with these stages is your account stats, right? If you don't have, like, a lot of account stats, then you're going to struggle a little bit in the raid boss. But don't worry, the tower trials aren't going anywhere. Just level up or focus on level up your account and come back in about a week's time, and you'll probably be able to do it. I think the biggest annoyance one is going to be the one that creates instances of barriers, where I think for me, I might be able to brute force it just by doing enough damage very, very quickly, or afterwards, but I'll eventually do it. But I do know someone's probably going to struggle here. So our first one is increase allies int attributes heroes damage dealt by 30%. That is basically relevant because the int types do more damage towards us. Yeah, I mean, once again, this is yeah, it's so easy. It's so easy. The rules are really good though. What you do get this time around is a guaranteed legendary ticket, which once again, but yeah, if you look at it, you can't select Devriri or even Meliodas, which is slightly annoying, but I don't mind getting some more copies of Geldar. So yeah, this one is going to create a barrier every 8 seconds, 6 times, which is going to be a little bit annoying. So let's see how it works out here. We should be able to clear it fast enough though, and it's a proc straight away. Oh, there's a few more characters too, it's annoying. Yes, it's not straight away. Oh, that's going to be really annoying. I know people are going to struggle on this one. Thankfully though, I think King does a few hits, but you can see like Escanon's doing damage to the back line. Like, they're actually fine back here. Like, I think people will struggle on this one. But yeah, once the obviously draw's gone, then you can easily reach the back line a lot more easier. So this is where I think Derry might be a lot better too, because Derry can run to the back line very much like how she does in PvP, and self-erupt, deal damage towards them, just chip them down, get them to remove that barrier a little bit, and of course focus on the support characters rather than everyone attacking draw. So Derry might be a bit of an MVP for floor 35. This one has no gimmick, should be very, very easy. There's one immortality character, but the whole team will probably die before that. Yeah, Escanon's like missing a crit as well. Floor 37. This one doesn't have too many bad characters. I don't think there's even a tank there. This should be very, very easy for a lot of people. Yeah, wow. Okay, so now we're going to get infected. Granted, we're not relying on healing, so it's not going to be too bad. We don't even have a healer on our team. But I guess if you are a little bit on the level, then if you are bringing a healer, this is where it could be annoying. But then again, I feel like if you got past floor 35, you should with the breach for this one a lot more easier. Yeah. Yes, immortal characters, man. They're so annoying. Okay, so for floor 30, we are going to get silenced on our ink characters, which, to be fair, is not going to be a problem because if you look at our ultimate rotation, I mean, if Diane gets silenced, that could be annoying for Escanor, but what you could do is just put her towards the end, and you're kind of fine. But I guess just to if you want to. What I always like to do is to bring a cleanser early on. So what we'll do right now is just bring a Gloxinia or Zenari, which will bring Zenari because I saw her first, and then put her at the front. So basically, by the time she ults, actually we'll do this right after King. So King buffs up, gives us the final attack. Then she's healing more as well, and she will always cleanse right before the actual Diana ultimate, so we can't get locked out of our ultimates. That being said, though, you can just not bring a team of ink characters and just bring, like, you know, Escanor basically, or like Derriere, and be kind of fine a little bit. And oh, they're fighting back a little bit here. Hang on. Never mind. Yeah, it's like that's like the biggest annoyance for a little bit. It's just getting silenced. But if you just bring a cleanser, you should be fine. Yeah, the Ant's doing surprisingly a lot, you know. And there we go. So that was the red stage. Let's move on towards the next one, which should be the green one. Okay, so for the green tower, you want to bring red characters. So, of course, you have access towards a lot more bear characters. To be fair, I think if you have a like decent level up account, Vivian and Kayn should be able to carry through a lot of it, especially if you have, obviously, Monspeed, King, and also Escanor to help out a little bit. We are bringing Derriere, because why not? But we are putting, not first, and I'm not even putting Escanor first. I want to showcase, obviously, Kayn and Vivian, because I always say this in my Tower Trials videos, is they have so much AoE abilities. It does so much damage. Like, they actually... I don't even need to bring Escanor. I think I can do it just them. But I don't think they can carry through all of it, especially, I think, through, like, stage 35. But, yeah, Monspeed... going to do a bit too much there. Unfortunately, though, despite me saying that, as you can see, they haven't done a lot of damage. But that's mainly because... you know, other characters have so much damage that they couldn't deal with damage first. But, you know, if I start off with Kayn or Vivian, they will get just enough or maybe even more actual extra damage. So, yeah, Monspeed's going to probably do a lot here because he's type neutral, to be fair, so he can do a lot. Because he's literally doing all of it. Ash going to do surprisingly a lot as well because he only didn't use the ultimate. Alright, so stage 33, red characters increase damage dealt by 33%. Does this apply to us? Yeah, it does apply to us. It literally gives us the buff. Huh. I mean, not that we needed it. What's getting done? I'm probably right now just going to jump cut towards all of the actual, like, challenge stages rather than the in-between ones, because these are very, very easy. Alright, 35. Once again, yeah, 35 is by far the hardest one. I mean, 40, they fight back a little bit, but that's only because they have a little more tankier stats. Where the 35 one, if they ever put down hard difficulty, oh my days, it's going to be so annoying. Because hard difficulty actually is hard, though. Alright, let's see. So we have a bunch of AoE damage anyway. Like, Kayn can reach the backline, so can Merlin. So can Vivian. There's a lot of AoE skills, so we should be fine a little bit. Like right now, they're all up close. Thankfully, only Monspeed is the one with really far range. But you can see Derriere in the backline, just damaging support characters, losing the barrier, so like other characters can do damage later on. And look, you see they're already dead. So that's what I mean by Derriere in floor 35 might be a bit of an MVP just to get into the backline and deal a lot of damage. Okay, so 38, you're going to be infected. You can bring Cleanser, but once again, most people shouldn't really be healing on the actual normal difficulty. You're probably better off just going in full DPS rather than trying to heal. But you could bring Gelda. That could be like a little bit of a DPS heal a little bit. But even then, you don't really need healing too much. And yeah, Monspeed's carrying his raid boss right now. Derriere Monspeed, crazy combo. Alright, so stage 40, we're going to get silenced every 8 seconds. And since we are bringing a lot of red characters, we obviously do not want to do that. So we are going to bring a Gloxinia instead of a Vivian. Why not, right? And then obviously put him first. We'll put him third because obviously Monspeed and King aren't going to get silenced. So we don't need to like worry about them. We'll let them buff up and then boom, we'll proc up the actual cleanse. And then we can easily rotate between our ultimates here. This one should be... Well, again, I feel like Monspeed and King will probably do enough damage anyway. Yeah, to be fair, I'm noticing in 30, they do fight back a little bit. But you can see Kane's do a lot there. Like I did say, if Kayn has the opportunity to do damage, he will. It's just normally people do damage before him. And then, yeah, the final draw is alive. And there we go. So that is the green tower. A little bit easier because, like I said, you have such good unique characters for reds, man. It's yeah, insane. Where for blues... Alright, so for the green team, this is what we have going on here. We have Doggetto as a tank character. We're not going to be buffing up with him. We're going to leave it towards last because, once again, I know I'm able to brute force through all of it. But put Doggetto at the front if you want a bit more of a tank character. But considering that, obviously, Monspeed is type advantage in this raid boss, he should be able to clear through a lot of it because he's already clearing through a lot of it anyway. And we also have Escanor. Like, I can probably just do it with Monspeed and Escanor alone. Never mind actually bringing some other characters that are going to get better. Medi should be good, though, because he has got some AoE damage. And he does work, obviously, with Merlin and King. So he's going to get a really, really big crits there. I will say we are bringing Bellion, just because when we do get towards stage 35, if he does self-erupt, he will remove a buff, and also Merlin can do that too. So if you want to, I think if you're struggling a little bit on wave 35, bringing buff removals like obviously Merlin and also Bellion can be really good to remove that barrier, which will, I think you can buff remove. I'm not entirely sure yet, but will still be helpful anyway. So let's just jump in. So yeah, I imagine Monspeed will clear through all of it anyway. I didn't do enough damage. I thought we'd do more. All right, 33. We're going to get obviously increased damage, which applies towards our characters, which is sure if we needed it, I guess. There's so much damage Monspeed does now, though. All right, use the ultimate, and yeah, it doesn't. You know what it is? Escanor kills so quick. Yeah, 1 billion. That's from his AoE skill. That wasn't even his ultimate. All right, and in 35, of course, we have the hardest one here. What I will do actually is to test it is to let's just put Merlin first, and then maybe put Bellion as well. Just let's see how much damage, or if we can actually buff remove to see if they can be handed into raid boss, because they're all clumped together. If they get hit by Merlin's actual AoE skill, then they can be really good too. So let's see. I think it removed the buffs there because they instantly died, right? But also could be because they just took so much damage anyway. And I guess the big thing too is Escanor's like AoE damage he does with the, you know, skill 2, right? Or special skill. There was like 7 hits in one go, which will like instantly remove a barrier of any other character. So Escanor, once again, being a really good character for this actual raid boss too. Or this floor. Alright, 38, they're going to affect us, like I did say throughout the last 2 stages already. We don't have to worry too much about that, because we're not really trying to heal anyway. And, Merlin did alright, you know, damage there-wise. Considering she's type neutral? We are taking a lot of damage though, but maybe because, once again, I'm leaning more towards, obviously, Merlin and Bellion, which I'm going to change now, going in towards the final phase here. We do not want to be using the ultimates early on. I'll probably do this order now. Buff up first with King, so we get more healing, I guess, off Zenari. A lot more green, so maybe we will struggle a little bit. We're not infected. Okay, Escanor got that off, and yeah, bro, that was a crazy 2 billion crit. Oh my. Yeah, Merlin, man, is, like, Merlin did all that, basically, right? Like, he's got all that guaranteed crits, because obviously that crit chance just makes a massive difference. 2 billion, though. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, that was, the blue stage. Now it's going towards the final one, which is the yellows. All right, and in the final team here, we have the blue team, which you have a lot of few AoE characters that can actually do quite a lot of damage for unique characters. So, Mod is like Derry, where he does, like, a silver eruption around him. 3.5 meters, actually very, very fast. So what you want to do is probably put him more on the front line a little bit because he wants to be up close. Deldry is really good too. Once again, AoE big here. Not the biggest ultimate on AoE, 1.5, but it will hit more than one person. And sometimes, and she surprised me a little bit in Tower Trials. Atra has a pretty big AoE ultimate a little bit as well from this target, which is also good too. But once again, following the exact same things with obviously Monspeed, King, Escanor, and Merlin. These like 4 just a staple a little bit. And I think if anything, buffing up or use a Monspeed first, which might, to be fair, will kill him. But then like with King being type advantage as raid boss and getting the buff from obviously Merlin, there's no way he dies here, or like not dies, but there's no way he doesn't kill everyone. We'll do this right now, I think. See if we start. I mean, once again, I know we're leaning more toward the legendary characters, which should be fine for most people right now, especially this far into the game. But I would say like Mod and Atra will do alright, you know. I think Deldry as well will do pretty good too. Obviously, we're doing all of our damage with the big boys, so that's why it looks like they do the most damage. But I'm pretty sure if I put like Mod or Atra and put the ultimate orders first, they actually would do a lot of damage too. Yeah, because Monspeed is doing so much right now, like no one else can do damage. Like Atra got a little bit of damage in there, so it shows, you know, if he got to pop off a little bit. We didn't even get to use his ultimate. All right, 35. Let's see what they do with this team. Remember, they have the instance of damage here, where they absorb so much damage. Mod, like I said, doing a lot though. We got the ult through and Atra as well. Like I did say, if they can pop off, if they're able to use that ultimates off before like Escanor and obviously Monspeed do all the damage, they actually do really, really well. You know, hopefully this video does help out and like show us like, yo, these characters are actually insane still. Tell you, man, you lot didn't know about the beta. The beta was a different game, bro. Like Atra and Mod were the go-to goats. They took me so far because they were literally like the best DPS in the game. Like next to King as well. All right, so floor 38, we get infected, which we don't bring any healers, so we're kind of fine anyway. A lot of tanks though. 1 immortality, but we might have to buff remove with Merlin if we get that far in. They have to actually on 1 speed too. Like, they actually did quite a lot of damage there. But King and Escanor, yeah, just it's a bit too much, you know. Alright, and then finally for wave 40, we're going to take out Deldry and then put in our Gloxinia so he doesn't get silenced, and we'll put him second, so because Monspeed's going to get off anyway. And this should wrap up the video. We have some rules that I might claim at the end, but I'm kind of saving them for like a massive video that I want to save for. So Monspeed, I mean, he didn't quite back. They hit him quite a lot back though. Wow, people are dying. Oi! I think we're still fine though, because King is still alive and he's doing most of the work. Yeah, that Oda's keeping him alive though. Wow, this is the first one was lost. We still cleared through it though. So yeah, boys, that's gonna wrap up the video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. We just got a bunch of rewards. About 1 billion gold, maybe a little bit more. I think like 1.2 billion gold. We got we're now over 200k diamonds, which is quite nice. And we have a bunch of rewards right here sat that I'm gonna save for a video, so I guess stay tuned for that one. But in terms of like picking characters, who would I pick? Probably Geld in this one, only because for me Geld does like really like low dupes. Monspeed definitely in this one. Like other than that, like you don't really care about anyone else other than Monspeed. And then King or Gallant, depending on how many dupes you got for them. I think for me, I might go for Gallant just because he's very, very close to getting towards 5-star, so I get that level increase. And if a yellow, I still have them, but yeah, Bon is like the only one you want to pick. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and yeah.